Hey y'all, welcome back.
Welcome back, boo boo babies.
Boo boo. Baby.
Yeah, the babies of the boo boo.
So new week, new tea.
Where we kiki with you and you kiki with we.
So how are we feeling? How are we feeling today?
We are feeling good. We're coming off the heels of our friendcation in El Salvador. We were in El Salvador for about 4 days, four
Yes.
full days.
Full.
4 full days, not including travel, which was really nice.
Yeah.
Not including travel. So we went out to do a vibe check of El Salvador and make sure we loved it, which we did, because y'all know we're hosting a retreat there.
We are.
In March of 2023. So it was a really good time. The people in El Salvador are so sweet,
So
hospitable,
man.
and genuine. And honestly, y'all, we stumbled across a bunch of blacks.
You know what? That really, like, I was so shocked.
Heart was warmed.
I was so shocked to see that many black people, because usually, you know, when you travel outside of spaces that aren't like the Caribbean or really the Caribbean, internationally, you don't expect to see that many black people. I was not expecting to see not one.
And honestly, truly, y'all, our tour guide, Rocco, informed us that back, I don't even know when there was a dictatorship or some sort of, I don't know, some president at the time, didn't let any blacks come through El Salvador. Honduras, Guatemala, they're, probably around the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah.
That's what it's giving.
They were like, don't bring them here.
A lot
Don't
of
drop 'em
blacks
here.
settled into various places in Latin America. And El Salvador said no. So they don't even see blacks.
And let me tell you, when we were walking through the streets, it was giving celebrity.
Yeah.
People were like, this one lady, like, she was like, and looked to the side like she was nervous. I'm like, but like in a like giddy way type nervous, like not like she thought we was gonna fuck her up, but like, oh my god, like a rare sighting type vibe. Kids were running up like, hola, hola.
They were. I'm like,
waving.
y'all, hold
I'm like,
on.
are we kissing babies and taking photos?
It definitely was giving that. I said, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, negrita es muy bonita.
We enjoy seeing our people. My mom was like, because you know she on Instagram, she was like, it was black people. It was a lot of black people. I'm like, it was.
My mom said, you look like you had a fabulous time. Just a fabulous time. I said it was. It was fabulous.
It was a good time. It was a good full trip. And the resort that we're hosting our retreat at is actually like a destination spot for when people come to El Salvador. The Naui Beach House, it's like a vibe. The infinity pool, there's a lot of different amenities, photo ops. So that's why we saw so many black people, because the people travel from
San Salvador,
the
city.
Like, this is a must see spot when you come to El Salvador. So
it's gonna be good. I feel good about it. Initially, I was a little nervous. She was scared because when you Google, like, is El Salvador safe? It's giving hell no. It's even though there's tons of crime, which I'm not negating the fact that there definitely could be crime.
Yeah.
But where we were, it was giving very safe.
I
Extremely
felt so
safe.
safe. Like, I felt very safe.
They had guards on the property, on the resort, y'all, with a strap. Okay, it was giving armed guard with a pistol. I said, oh my God. They were like going through, because it's also in the middle of the jungle. They were going through with flashlights and just making sure there was nobody on the property that should have been on the property. So I really appreciated the safety aspect. I'm like, I feel good here. I truly do. And it's far away from the city, like I said.
Yeah, if you've ever been to Tulum, it gave like Tulum vibes
Before the rundown.
Before Tulum,
the rundown
before
occurred.
it became like super popular. Very jungle, so there's a lot of like bugs. You gotta make sure you have your repellent, but it's just a lot of trees and vegetation and all that. We're in the middle of the jungle with it.
Yeah,
right on the coast.
And Brittany and I are so it takes time before we completely can emerge into nature. We be like,
yeah, we're a little prissy when it comes to that, but you know, we got into it, bitch. I came bit up. I would say I was somebody's snack.
I actually found a few bites on me when I got in. I was like, oh, fuck.
Girl. But we got into it. And, you know, like a part of the thing that reminded me of Tulum, too, is we went to on a nightlife tour. and there's a lot of beachfront clubs, which were definitely a vibe. Like, I'm like, okay.
It was nice.
It was giving hidden gem.
It truly was.
Yeah.
It truly was. I hope they don't run it into the ground before we get there, child, because the blacks done taken Tulum, nigga, by the T and wrapped it around to the M.
Yeah, it's not just the blacks, it's everybody.
I'm talking about the people that I see. I don't see everybody. I see the blacks on my feed.
Girl.
And child, they had a time last night and a time in Tulum.
It's a good time, though.
It is a good time.
I highly recommend blacks go. It's a nice place to travel and have a good time. To El Salvador, wherever there's a hidden gem.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying I don't want it to be, the vibes of Tulum.
It's going to be a good time.
Period.
It's going to be a good time. So that was our weekend.
That was our
weekend. And now we're back.
The full weekend.
Mm-hmm. I will say, when you're in another country's airport, though, you don't realize the luxury of a U.S. airport, honey.
Yeah.
You don't realize the luxury of it. I mean, but with the food we offer, it was just, I just really appreciated the U.S. airport.
Yeah. I said, this is bullshit.
I did. So that was the only part that had me like, ugh.
A mess.
U.S. me.
A mess, y'all. Once they had our full luggage open, I said, get a machine in here.
Yeah.
Get an X-ray machine because this is absurd.
Hand scanning our luggage.
It's getting absurd. It's giving very much so grassroots. But we flew out, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
We were able to come in and go out, and it was great.
It was.
Amazing time.
It was.
With the people of the land.
Right. So we were right back here, hit the ground running. This is feeling like a busy-ass week.
Yeah. And next week, too. All the weeks. So, anywho, what y'all need to do, or what you can do if you feel so moved and inclined to do. If this content is meeting you right where you are, smacking you on the ass and sending you on your way, make sure you do your part by just leaving some kind words, rating the show. We really appreciate it. It means a lot. If you're a Spotify mommy and you listen over there, it's even easier to do. Just rate the show so that other people know this might be something you want to get into.
Don't even need no words.
Yeah, this might be something you want to get into.
No words needed.
So every week we take a few moments to read some of those kind words.
We do.
Take it away.
So this one comes from So Callie. She says, it's the homeworld vibes for me. I found this podcast as I was trying to get into self-healing and doing some searching on Apple. I came across the Are You Okay Sis series, and child, y'all got me right together. It's not even been a week, and I've incorporated this podcast into my mornings. I joined Patreon, and I'm just thankful that you two are so authentic and amazing. Keep serving the mental health tea. You two beauties are definitely making a difference. Why are y'all so nice to us?
Thank
you.
The
words you decide to share just move me every
penetrate
time.
Our hearts.
They do. So thank you, Callie.
Thanks, girl. Appreciate
you. So yeah.
Yes.
We also have Patreon. So Patreon, as she mentioned, she joined Patreon. Shout out to you. You really came through and hit the ground running. You only been here a week, and look at you.
Yeah.
Incorporating it into your mornings, leaving ratings and reviews, and then going on over to Patreon. So Patreon is our exclusive membership community where we discuss things about our intimate personal lives, a deep dive of sorts. That happens over there. We have our monthly check-ins. We have bonus episodes. So when we have our series, we'll have an additional episode over there on Patreon to end the series with a bang. We have playlists. We have audio affirmations. We have discount codes and special offers to all of our patrons. If you are a patron, you know that you got a major discount for the retreat.
Actually, we should probably tell y'all now, because by the time this comes out, the retreat will already be posted.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling them. They
Tell
already
them.
know. If you're a patron, you get $500 off of the retreat, which is a steal.
Yeah.
It's a
stealiana.
$500 you can save.
Mm-hmm.
Put it towards your outfits, whatever.
Their airfare.
Mm-hmm.
Although the flights are pretty inexpensive and affordable, which is amazing.
Which is good. We're happy to hear that. We're happy to see that.
Yes. So, yeah, if you are thinking about joining the retreat or joining us on the retreat, this might be the best time for you to sign up for Patreon.
Right. Because the sign up and the reward.
Yeah.
The reward is greater than the sign up.
It's going hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's going hand in hand.
Saving $500. And that's just, so I would love that.
Saving $500 and getting all that bonus content is giving Let's do it.
It's giving premium deal.
Yeah. So join us over there. We can't wait to see you.
That information is down in the show notes.
Yes. Also, since we're doing the full church announcements by now, you should know that the tickets for our LA show and our New York show are both live. We will be in LA hosting a live podcast on August 6th, and we'll be in New York, Brittany's birthday weekend, hosting a live podcast on August 27th.
Mm-hmm.
All the details are on Instagram. It'll be on our website. And do
down
your
in
shit.
the show notes. Yes, it's all.
We want to
for
see you.
We want to see you all in real life. We want to connect with you. We want to hug with you.
It's time, y'all. It's past time.
It's been time.
It's going to be a vibe too. So yeah, get your things and come out so I can see you.
Big prayer.
Yeah.
No new patrons this week, but I'm expecting to have a ton next. So we'll leave that where it's at.
Yeah.
Last week.
Nigga. I forgot that was my part.
That's your part.
So last week we talked about the green and the red flags of friendship.
We did. We certainly did.
We did. So the green and the red flags of friendship are those cute indicators that tell you, hey, should I mess with this bitch for real? Or
should I not?
Should I not? Should I hit the ground running? Should I turn the other way on her ass? Those might look like people with integrity issues.
Yeah.
Or maybe you feel like there's no judgment. It's always a safe space. This is somebody I can come and spill my tea to, and she always has her arms open with a non-judgmental mind.
Right.
Because that matters.
Yeah.
Whatever they might be, we dished tea on a few of them. So if you haven't listened to that episode, get your ass back on there and tap in.
Yeah. And really loved engaging with y'all with the red and green flags that you shared with us on Instagram. It seems like we have alignment. A lot of us were on the same page.
Yeah.
We don't like a lot of the same things, and we love a lot of the same things. So it's giving family, gang vibes.
Pardon me. Yes.
So this week we are wrapping up, or almost wrapping up, our friendship series. Our bonus episode will be how to properly girls trip. That will be over on Patreon. It's going to be a goodie. We girls trip all the time. We've been on girls trips, and I would like to say that we are the goats of them.
It's giving experts.
We know how to make sure you have a good girls trip, because we all know that can really
make or break a friendship.
It can make or break.
Yeah.
And there's certain things you need to know to really have a successful one. So we're talking about that over on Patreon. If you want to hear that, you know what to do.
Yes.
But we're wrapping it up over here on the main platform. If this is where you want to end the road,
it's the buck stops here.
We're stopping right here with the ultimate girlfriend gag. So
yes,
if you've been here for a while, you know we girlfriend gag on here sometimes, where you all send your questions, your comments, your concerns, and then we just dish our tea. We give our commentary, our opinion of sorts, and we leave it right there. So you all sent in questions, stories about friendships that you wanted our insight on, and that's what we're going to do here today on the show.
Gag. It's gonna be good.
It's going to be good. I'm excited.
So, shall we kick it off?
Yeah.
All right. So, a homegirl sent in a question, and she says, how to address undesirable patterns of behavior without walking on eggshells to tell her friend.
This can really be tough.
This can be.
I think it's twofold.
I love saying twofold. You know I do. It's twofold.
It's such a fucking mature thing to say. It's two that.
You know, there's two things happening here. It's actually twofold.
Yeah, it's twofold. One, we have to assess the person that we're dealing with, right? Because one, there's a couple of things, and I think we talked about this last friendship series, where we feel like our friendship works so well because we know how to approach each other. We know the type of approach that each other will be the most receptive with. So I think that's very important to start off with, because you don't want to come in too hot. And sometimes you may have to come directly with someone for them to really get it. But it's important for you to know what type of person you're dealing with so that they receive what you're trying to tell them.
Yeah.
That's the first step.
The first fold. Where's the second?
The second fold is just... The second fold, I think, is just making sure your intentions are coming from a good place, because not everything needs to be said. And we talked about that during this series. Just having some discernment about what you need to, what you're trying to share, and if it needs to be shared. Of course, if you value the friendship and you want to keep it going and it's something within reason, definitely let somebody know. But also accepting people for who they are is important as well, and understanding if you can't do that, then you guys might not be in alignment when it comes to friendship, because that's important too.
Yeah. I think those are all great points, both folds. Just to add another fold in there, I would say if this person truly has undesirable patterns of behavior, um, assess what it is that you need out of a friend. And if her behavior totally goes against your morals, your ethics, what you consider to be valuable in friendship, then perhaps it's not necessarily addressing her undesirable patterns, but considering what it is that you need, and maybe you got to hit the dough. Not that it has to be that deep all the time, but sometimes the undesirable pattern is really complete misalignment. Like she steals, right? So I'm just using these are extremes, right? Extreme, but even something lighter. She's not timely. She's not prompt. She be lying. She be judging me. Whatever it is, like I don't know if these are necessarily patterns that you would want to address or not, as opposed to maybe she does not have the characteristics or the qualities that I truly need in a friend, which is sometimes difficult for us to just admit and just call it out as a spade, black and white. Like I liked her at one point. We shared a lot of intimacy and there was a lot of space that we, held for one another at one point, but maybe we're not in that space currently and
gotta pull back. Yeah. And for me personally, I know that a friendship can only go so far if I feel like there's an element of eggshell.
Yeah.
Because as I've mentioned time and time again, I'm pretty straightforward, pretty direct. I like to be honest and I appreciate honesty. And whenever I felt like I've had to walk on eggshells, it just never felt like a true friendship for me. But I understand that some people you do have to walk on eggshells because maybe they don't have the capacity to handle anything you're saying, regardless of how you bring it to their front door. It's just like, don't say nothing to me. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't give a fuck.
But then are we truly friends?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Probably not.
You got to come from a place of love
and
honestly,
understanding. I think it's time for us to just come flat out and say it. Friendships are tough.
As fuck.
I know that people make them look easier than others. Some people make them look easier than others. Y'all toxic, but we not.
No.
I'm just playing. But honestly, all sorts of relationships are hard work. They come with work. They come with intentionality. They come with practice. We are not each other's first friend. We had to go through some things to come here. So don't be so hard on yourself. Just understand that they're tough, and like we are dealing with some people that may be hard to deal with some of the fucking time.
Yeah.
So next question. I am unhappily married and so is my bestie. Should we stop confiding in each other about it cut off, but I'm assuming she
husbands?
Yeah.
Partners? Significant others? What are your thoughts? You want me to take it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that I think it's safe for y'all to confide in one another. That's your friend, right? There's certain things that I'm sure you probably don't want to talk about your raggedy husband or marriage to your mom or to your colleague or not even to all your friends. But if you and your bestie have found comfort in this terrible situation, it's one thing to talk about it, but there has to be some sort of action.
Right.
Like at some point, y'all are going to have to take the discontentment back to the responsible parties or the people who can actually make a difference in the marriage and say, this is how I really feel. And I know that I am guilty of this too. Brittany and I, we'll talk about something we don't like all day. We'll go back and forth. Girl, they did this, they did that, and then they didn't show up in this way. Right. And then it's given. But have we went and talked to the source?
Have you gone to the source?
Have we gone to the source to say, this is how I need you to show up for me, or this is how you aren't showing up for me? What is it that we can do to be different? This is what I'm expecting of you. You're not meeting my expectations. And I'm taking that out of the relationship. I'm not making it about our personal relationships. I'm just saying in various aspects.
Yeah.
And we have to get out of our own way and not be as, I'm speaking of course, y'all, me to her, her to me to y'all. Mm-hmm. Generally speaking, we have to get out of the mindset of talk about the problem with somebody who's going to empathize, sympathize, validate our experience, and not take it back to the source so that we can actually have changes and solutions, because we'll do that all day. Mm-hmm.
We will, and it becomes counterproductive. Counterproductive, and I mean, it can go on for an extended period of time because you guys are both in the same situation. Mm-hmm. But imagine when it's a situation where one of you are not, and then you keep coming with the problem and never working towards a solution, and then we start having these questions of, is my friend tired of me? Am I becoming a burden?
Right.
Those type of things.
Or some feelings of, this is your bestie. Of course, I'm sure you guys bond on a bunch of different areas, but where it starts to feel like we're not that alike no more. Because I found a way to resolve my conflict, or I've moved on from that misery, right? Misery really loves company.
Yeah.
We can gang over some shit we hate. We could talk about a bitch over. You feel me? It's like,
yeah.
I hate him. We had that experience too. Like, we both were not as happy in a relationship, and it was like we could empathize with each other.
We've been there.
Yeah, we have been there,
but we rose up. And just
bring it to their front door.
That's so true what you said. To be careful that the friendship is not solely based on trauma.
Yes. Miserable shit.
Yeah.
But we do get it. We do dish tea often. When something going on, it's like, girl, let me tell you what he did.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this nigga got me fucked up.
All the way.
Period. So don't think y'all need to stop confiding in each other, but figure out when you're going to actually make some changes so that y'all can heal,
together,
grow, be happy,
and encourage each other for sure. Okay, so what things are unforgivable when considering rekindling a friendship? Number one,
a cousin Faye.
Why are we the same person? Because, girl, when I tell you, that was the first thing that came to my mind. If you mess with my man,
bitch, you crossed me.
We could never be friends again. There will be no rekindling, even if I'm not done with him. Because I need to be done with y'all at the same time. But even if I'm done with him, we cannot.
Yeah.
I just can't. Me personally.
Yeah, I'm not one of those girls.
Or if you're a thief.
A thief.
What else is a thing to not reconsider? Rekindle.
I think toxicity.
Yeah.
Just, it's not healthy. Maybe you feel diminished or put down by them. They don't understand you or validate your experiences. Those kind of things trigger me personally.
Yeah.
And I think for you, I don't know if you're currently going through something where you're thinking about rekindling or not. But again, I think it's so beneficial to consider what it is you need out of a friendship and what it is that you may or may not be getting out of a friend, and determining at that point, should you rekindle?
Yeah.
If consistency is important to you, if loyalty is important to you, if joy and fun are important to you, if honesty and like vulnerable raw moments are important to you, and you just feel like the bitch don't laugh, she don't want to go out, she fucked me over, she told my nigga my secrets, or she talked bad about me, or she has a negative, pessimistic spirit. All of these are reasons that you might not want to rekindle with somebody.
Right.
It's so subjective.
Right.
So I feel like we could say what we would not come back from, but what can you not come back from?
Yeah, right. Really sitting down and thinking about that.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people were probably inspired by your friendship makeup.
Yeah.
Which is inspiring. And definitely there are several situations where we cut somebody off where they didn't need to be. And we realize that, like, you know what?
I gotta go back and get her. It didn't even have to
be all that. But there's also some things where people needed to be left right where you left them at.
Exactly. And I think the reason to rekindle would be that you guys share the same values, right? You guys bring joy into one another's lives. You motivate one another. You can confide in this person, and there's trust and empathy. There's a lot of love in the relationship. Those are all reasons to go back and rekindle. It's healthy. Well, sometimes we fall out with people because there's a lack of communication. There's a lack of understanding. Sometimes it's just not the right time, like immaturity, truly immaturity. And we grow past that, and we get a little bit of more experience under our belt. We get a little bit more language for how we feel, and we can go back and say, this is what I was really going through at the time.
Yeah.
Can you forgive me? And if it gives yes, then rekindle. A lot of people have actually been reaching out to me and saying that they are inspired by the story, and they, just feel compelled to reach out to somebody. And I keep saying, yes, reach out to your friend, and let it, as long as it was healthy,
right?
Lead in that spirit of love and no ego and girl, I miss you. Those are real ass feelings. If you can't put any other language to what you're feeling, girl, I miss you.
That is powerful, because let an ex come around.
An ex? Friend?
Man.
Nigga? Oh.
Let a man
period,
come around and be like, I miss you.
Then they be laid back up in my bed. Exactly.
That'll get it going.
It's
again.
giving how much? Head over. Come
me.
on over. Exactly. Show me.
Oh, do you? Or you know what? I miss you too.
Yeah, girl, I miss you. I haven't spoken to you in so long. I miss our friendship.
Miss you.
That's a sad ass song.
I'm talking to you,
baby. Actually, that is R. Kelly. Oh my God.
No, it's not. It's that other man.
Who?
It's not R. Kelly.
Oh, I was feeling it.
Oh my. It's not R. Kelly.
That? I miss you. That was a sad ass song. Wasn't it about somebody dying?
Yeah.
I'm talking to you, baby.
He died during childbirth or something.
Oh my God, that is so sad.
But you know, in a different way.
I'm talking to you, baby. And now I gotta find Aaron Hall. It truly was not R. Kelly.
But he had that R. Kelly tone
essence.
Feel,
yeah, at the time. This was the time of that. This was a very sad song.
But the song was a banger.
I miss you. It definitely was. I'm gonna listen to that later. Anywho, girl, send that song to her. Send her I miss you. I'm talking to you, baby. I'm talking to you, girlfriend. I miss you. And let it go from there. Purr.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. My two besties have linked up and now have called me jealous and ghosted me. What should I do?
Maybe we should save that one because it kind of links into this one.
Okay. We'll act like I didn't say that.
Right.
Okay. How do I move past the hurt of an intimate friend breakup? I initiated and I'm struggling. I feel like we low-key just sort of answered that.
Yeah.
If you initiated and you feel like maybe you're having a change of heart, maybe you don't feel the way you once felt and you've had time to sit with your feelings and things have changed, reach out to your friend.
Yeah.
And let them know that. Take accountability for the fact that I ended things prematurely. Actually, this actually comes to my mind.
Not the slapping of the ear.
This comes to my mind. Adrienne mentioned that we had a prior friendship breakup, fallout, the one that was really long. I initiated that one.
Yeah.
And after I sat with it and after we weren't friends for so long, I was like, bruh, I overreacted. I probably did not, I was just being a little emotional and I had to go back and say, I did too much.
Yeah.
I did too much. That was a really, harsh, abrasive decision to just be like, yeah, I'm done. Actually, I don't agree. I'm out of here. So my whole point in sharing that is if you initiated it and now things have changed, go in with accountability, right? Take responsibility for the fact that I initiated this and I don't feel that way anymore. I want you back in my life. How do you feel about us rekindling?
Yeah.
If you're not in a space to be ready, then that's understandable. But I am here and I'm ready when you are.
Yeah.
A simple text, email of sorts, voice, probably not a voicemail, but.
Yeah. And also, like, if you initiated and you're hurt and it still needs to be ended, but you're still, like, working through the feelings of, damn, it needed to end, but I'm still hurt because I lost someone that I once really cared about and hung out with, then.
Grieve it.
Yeah, you have to grieve it and, try to find some new friends. That's what you got to do.
You do. You have to grieve and move on. Find some new friends, join some groups, maybe hit up another girlfriend that you might not be as close with, but maybe there's something you like about their energy more. And then, build
with time, things will get better. Yeah. They will. There's plenty of girls out here. There's plenty of girls out here who also want friends.
We're learning that.
And who have had to kick some bitches to the curb.
Yeah. I miss you.
Okay, my friend and a guy I used to talk to hang out. How do y'all feel about it?
Girl, fuck him, fuck her, go to hell,
I don't
everybody.
feel good about that at all. That's a no to me. You know what? It gives disloyal.
I don't like that.
On both ends.
I don't like that.
It gives disloyal. And this happened to me, low-key. They didn't hang out, per se. They did not hang out, but I've mentioned this before on the show. I had broke up with someone, my ex, and he decided to go tell someone that Brittany don't like her.
And that was foul. That was foul, nigga. That's hella foul.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I just couldn't believe it because I was like, I would never do something like that, together or not. Are you crazy? Are you stupid? Or are you dumb?
Yeah.
And so that would just send me. I know for a fact that would send me because after that happened, we have rekindled again. And you know what? I just honestly feel like that's why we never could just
Really? Get back right?
Bitch, yes.
Oh,
I don't forget stuff like that.
distrust.
As a person who's loyal and who has integrity, it just sometimes felt like I was laying with a snake, the enemy. Because why?
The stranger.
Because you know how it feels when you really don't fuck with somebody.
Mm-hmm. You share all kind of shit.
And also, you want whoever on your side, you want it to look like people are in alliance with you. You never want it to look like they got a one up on you.
Yeah.
And I honestly feel like he put me in a position
to be one up.
To be one up, where it's like, you over there not liking me, but I'm getting tea.
Yeah. From your nigga.
Yeah.
Wrong.
I could just slap him to this day.
Yeah.
To this day, I could slap him.
To this day, I could beat his ass.
That was a cross that just did not sit right with me.
Yeah. I get totally.
So if somebody was hanging out, a friend was hanging out with a guy that I used to talk to, I would just be like, girl, especially depending on what the guy did. Like, girl, what are you doing over there?
I don't like this at all. Once I'm done, you're done. I will tell y'all, when Brittany and her ex separated,
it's bros over, girl, this girl unfollowed him.
I said, we have no more ties. I don't want to know what's going on in your life.
Let me actually unfollow him.
Yeah, there's no need for us to be in communication. Don't watch my story. I'm not going to watch your story.
Kayla did the same thing. When I told her something, before I was even fully done, his number was blocked and stayed blocked till the end. She was like, yeah, I blocked him. She was so pissed off.
It gives
about what I just said, what I just shared. She was so pissed off, she blocked him.
It's giving nothing. Don't reach out to us. We have no kind of, there's nothing here.
And that's why you guys are my best friends, because it's giving one band, one sound.
Exactly.
Don't fuck with us.
It'd be on the one band, one sound. You know what, though? Another story. I'm finding my stories that are deep down inside of me. I'm finding new ones. I like this. So I broke up with, an ex of mine. We separated, broke up, right? He started hanging out with my friend. They started hanging out close, girl, close. I would not be surprised if something happened off the record, but on the record.
Right.
And the funniest, crazy part is I found out and I thought it was a secret. I thought I was coming up on some tea, like, oh my God. So I called her ex nigga and I said, How did you stumble upon it? I don't know how I seen it. It's I don't know if it was given Facebook, but I seen it. They were like locked and loaded, like nigga hanging out, like damn, they're best friends, girl. They became best friends.
And they met through you?
They did not meet through me.
Okay.
But it was like a mutual circle. They knew each other. It was at the end of the day, ultimately, girl, no. I don't give a fuck. Once pussy has been popped, my bond is stronger than whatever y'all had before. I don't give a fuck. If I knew your ex before you, unless we had a deep rooted bond, like grew up together, nigga, then no. Hell fucking no.
Yeah.
It's given she's already sat on you. We could just call it what it is, nigga.
Yeah.
We're not friends like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, they started forging a real bond, a best friendship of sorts. Always together, always hanging out, and I could not stomach it.
Girl, that would make me sick every time I saw it. Like,
I
what
could
are
not
y'all
stomach
doing
it.
over there?
I truly could not stomach it. I reached out to her nigga, and I said, I really think they got something going on. I'm thinking I'm putting him up on tea, like they got something going on. They cheat, they do something behind our backs.
Her ex.
Yeah, her ex and my ex friend. So I said, something's happening over there. It was like, I was basically the laughing stock of whatever the fuck, because he was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, niggas never care. Women be so emotional. We be like, don't.
Girl, because we live by a different code.
We do. And he was giving, I don't give a fuck what they doing. I think he told my ex. She reached out to me complaining or talking.
No, what the fuck y'all doing now? It's making me look
something along the lines of, she knows she tripping.
She know y'all gang in.
And she reached out to me like I'm supposed to give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Especially because he the ex. He like, girl, fuck her. But
we
don't want certain women, not all. And I'm a part of the women.
That were the certain.
Yeah, I'm the certain.
That group of certains.
It's like, he's mine. Even if he's not mine, he was mine. So he's off limits.
Yeah.
Call it what
I had him all the time.
Call it immature.
In the spirit realm, he will always be mine, girl. So don't come over here.
But it's just like, girl, you already know what the fucking vibe was, and will be.
Yeah.
Sit it out.
I'm truly one of those.
We're going to have to find you someone else.
I truly am one of those. I am the kind of person if I know that he was once your nigga, I will never touch him.
Okay, were you the girl, back in the day when we were childish, young, or maybe not even childish, just young, when you were like, oh, I like him, I'm interested in him, and you expected your friends to know that?
Yes.
Period.
Yes. It never gave childish. It never gave childish. It gave respect.
It gave dibs on claim.
It gave girl code.
It gave dibs on claim, and now we're working together to get him.
For you.
to get him here in real life.
In your arms.
Yeah, to get him here.
Yeah,
to turn into more than a crush.
Yeah, no, it never gave. It never gave. If he liked me, he liked me. It's a choose up. I never gave that. I never gave it. Because I'll turn it off, nigga. He's not even attractive to me no more. He actually is ugly. He's
girl,
more...
right, girl. Who, my brother? You like my brother? You like my brother?
My brother and my sister. I'd be like, that's my brother. Shit. It's giving no kind of attraction.
Girl, because I have been in like, I don't even know if it's like a friend group or I won't even like, not even a friend group, but a friend thing. I don't even call it. It's not even a friend.
What the fuck?
It's not, I don't even want to consider the bitch a friend because it was giving nasty vibes where, you know, like you tell someone you like someone or you're interested in them and they start doing extra shit around them.
Absolutely
seeking,
not. I've never.
Attention seeking because now I told you I liked him. Now you're trying to get his attention.
And tries to prove that like he gonna like me. That's really a pick me girl.
The bitch was giving big pick me and I'm like, now why are we in competition after I told you first what the vibe was? Yeah. And I can understand if he was like feeling you. Like, girl, I know you said you liked him and out of my control, he flirting with me. He over here doing this shit.
Right.
But you
are doing the most.
Put yourself out there to do too much for the nigga. I just told you in confidence that I like. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Girl code is a real thing, babes. It's a real thing. And everybody don't abide by it. And listen, that's why the ones who don't abide by it are not my friends.
The girls that get it, and the girls that get it are the ones that I get with. It's like, you already know what's up. That's not something I have to walk you through.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to have to walk you through. I just want to align with the girls who get it. And then, you know, there will be harmony because otherwise I'm looking like,
yeah, I don't like that.
What's going on over there?
It's giving no. Okay. Is it me?
Yes.
It's giving me. How do you bring up issues you have in friendship? We sort of touched on this at the top too.
We did.
Just figuring out how your friend best receives information.
Yeah.
Especially tough information, is how you can start a tough conversation.
Yeah.
You know who you can bring up the real tea to and who you can't. Like, to me.
Germany brings it up like, we need to talk. It's now a good time.
Yeah, it's now a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how she brings it up. And sometimes I just say it like, I didn't like that.
Yeah. Or sometimes Brittany be having a weird attitude. I'm like, what the fuck? Like this morning. Okay.
I did not have an attitude this morning.
I had to get you together. You were trying to get one. I said, absolutely fucking not. I will call you after my morning meeting and I'm going to get this together. So anyway, my hair is really fucked up. I'm sure y'all cannot tell, but my hair was done earlier in the month. And I told Brittany, I am going on vacation.
I already knew that. And we
at the end of the month.
We agreed. Well, when we
I want to tell my story.
Okay, go ahead.
I said, I'm going to be going on vacation again at the end of the month. You know, I'm going to need my shit done. So, okay, agreed upon. We went to El Salvador and my shit was just rummaged through, okay? The El Salvadorian heat and rain took my shit by the crown and just, and fucked it up. So I told Brittany, oh my God, I want to get my hair done next Friday, right? Before I go out of town on Saturday.
Yeah.
And she said, okay, fine. So then I started thinking to myself last night, I said, I cannot get my hair done the day before I leave. It needs to really be set, especially if I'm going into the heat of another country, nigga. It will unravel and I will be looking crazy again. So I said, I'm going to get my hair done on Thursday. I'm going to tell her in advance so she can do it. One of our homegirls hit us up and said, hey girls, free for drinks or dinner next week. I'm like, Brittany comes in hot in the chat before I can even hit her on the side talking about, I'm free Tuesday and Thursday. I'm like, actually, you fucking or not.
She responds to me on the text. She hits me up on the side of the text. Mind you, these are the thoughts she had to herself. She responds to me on the text talking about, I don't know how you're free on Thursday when you're doing my hair. I said, girl, what?
Yeah. She says, girl, what? And then you're like, well, where were you going to, girl, what the fuck? What were you going to tell me? And I said, hold on, it's too much.
I said, how did I not know about something that I never agreed to?
And I'm like, Brittany, the thought just came. How are you going to change your mind? I said, you know what? It's too much over this text. It's getting a little spicy. I'm calling you. And then when I got on the phone, I said, get your ass in here. Get in here. Get in here. You ain't going to be talking to me like that over text. It's not happening. So anywho, figure out how your friend needs to be talked to. Right? If it's a direct, straight up approach, if it's giving, girl, what the fuck? I'm not feeling how you getting down. Or if it's giving, I need to talk. Do you have a moment?
Yeah.
Whatever the approach is, that's how you got to bring the issues
All
up.
of those. Maybe you got to take it to dinner. If it's a bigger one.
Imagine we go to dinner. I think we're going to have a good time.
It's like, you want to meet up for dinner? Okay, actually, I brought you here to talk, bitch. You've been pressing my buttons.
I would be
It's like you would be like me and drink like, oh, okay, this is what we're here for. Okay.
It's real. I would be like, really? Bitch, we could have FaceTimed. We could have did a virtual happy hour for this girl. Meet me on Zoom.
Right. While we having dinner, spending money.
Girl, I know. I would have been like, okay.
I'm just saying. Okay. Yes. Next question. I work from home and I graduated from school. So where are other places to make friends? Listen, you gotta get out there. What are things you like to do? A lot of the girls are doing solo dates, right? To put themselves out there. They're again joining groups, doing activities,
going on retreats. This is perfect for you.
Retreats.
Yes. Going where the girls are.
Going to live shows, sitting next to somebody. Yeah. Sometimes all the time, you have to put yourself out there and do things. No one's going to come knock on your door. So it doesn't matter if you graduated. We all working from home. And guess what? We got to go outside.
Yeah, that's true.
You just got to
get out there.
Yeah.
Your friends ain't coming to you. These friends ain't coming. They don't even know where you live.
You have to be really intentional. And Danielle, the friendship expert, said that you have to be intentional and put in work and effort when you want to make new friends. Point blank, period. You aren't going to make them sitting down.
And Danielle also said that friends don't have to start from scratch. So you're working from home. Do you have a colleague who you think is cool? Maybe you have some friends from a college class that you took one time. Maybe y'all studied together. Like, hey, girl, you still in the area? You want to grab drinks? Cultivate some friendships or some relationships that you already have, and they might turn into friendships. You know what? That's actually what happened with us. Brittany, we didn't just stumble upon friendship. Like, she's my soror. We were line sisters first.
Yeah.
And then this is about to be my friend.
Period.
And now here we are.
Yeah.
In business and in life together.
In love.
In love.
Okay. So we're going to end it with a bang.
Here we go.
A real gaga.
Here it is. Hey, beautiful black queens. She knows how to address the girls. Yeah. I am a longtime fan and am absolutely loving this friendship series. And boy, do I have a problem. Hopefully, you guys can help me out.
We'll try.
So, I have two separate best friends for about 15 years. And me and both of these girls have been through a lot together. We have seen each other through some dark days, so the bond is definitely tight. It was always a dream of mine to get them together because they're both so similar. I know that they would have hit it off if we all hang out. One of the besties lives out of town, so that mostly was the problem. But me, her, and some other friends were all going to a festival one year, and my local bestie recently got divorced, so I invited her to come with us, and it was lit. Okay. We all had a great time, and I was so happy we were finally all going to be a squad. Child, I was planning the francations and everything.
Damn.
But then the shade started real quick. Okay. My local bestie was pushed to start dating one of my out-of-town bestie's husband's best friends. That's a tongue twister. Her local bestie started dating her out-of-town bestie's husband's best friend.
Okay, so that made them even closer.
Girl, it's giving tight-knit bond.
Yeah.
My out-of-town bestie talked to me about it before she did it, but I told her that it didn't sound like a good idea because she had just gotten divorced 2 months ago, and she was confiding in me that she was really fragile and not ready to date yet. So we get where we are. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's not what she wanted to hear. So her and her husband set them up anyway, and they actually hit it off and started dating.
Okay.
So when I found out what happened, I was shocked, of course, because I thought it was too soon. But at the end of the day, if she was happy, so was I. I had just gotten married and wanted her to love again as well. And I tried to show my support.
Okay.
But my out-of-town bestie told my local bestie and her BF that I didn't support them and didn't want them together and that I was being fake.
Okay. This is where she went too far.
She did too much here.
Yeah.
I tried to explain my side of the story to my local bestie and let her know I was just trying to make sure it wasn't too soon. She said she understood where I was coming from and that we were good even though her BF was pissed at me because I was close friends with him too. But fuck that nigga. My girlfriend comes first.
Right.
Next, I confronted my out-of-town bestie about the situation. We went back and forth, but at the end, she apologized for saying anything and we dropped it. I thought things would get back to the way they was. It was to the way the way they were after some time, but it never did. It got worse.
Oh, shit.
They had parties and not invited me. I have found out on IG that my out-of-town bestie was in town and didn't hit me up. Ooh. And now my out-of-town bestie has had a baby and didn't include me in any of the plan for our friend group to come out and meet the baby like we talked about.
The sip and see.
What should I do? I'm about to say fuck it all to hell, cuss them out, and block both of their asses. But I'm having a hard time letting go of 15 years of friendship. But I'm also turning 30 this year, and I'm tired of fighting for girls who don't care. Can y'all help me out? Because clearly I'm lost. She also says she's going to see us at the New York show.
Okay, please come up to us.
Thanks, girl. Okay, so that's a lot. Very convoluted with the out of town, in the town bestie.
Right. So one of her homegirls basically, because out of town, in town don't even matter no more. She hooked up 2 friends.
Yeah, she did.
She hooked up 2 girlfriends and they became a friend group of sorts.
Right.
But the 2 friends that she hooked up that know each other because of her got even closer because of their men.
Right. Exactly. And their bond.
Now she's a girl outside. She's an outsider when it's like, y'all only know each other because of me.
Right. And the real tea is
the best friend talked to one of the best friends talked too much.
One of the best friends went and told the other best friend what didn't need to be said. Because, girl, although we are a friend group, I'm just expressing myself. I only got 2 of y'all to talk to.
Right.
All I'm saying is, ooh, might be too soon. Now, I got an issue with it, but these are just my feelings.
Right. Her thoughts. And the thing is, you came to her asking her what she thinks. It's not like she even volunteered this information. Like,
and even if she said, I'm a little concerned, it might be too soon. This girl ain't had no ill intent.
Right.
It wasn't giving we gossip girls. Like, I'm just about to talk. Girl, you know she ain't ready because you know she just got it.
Yeah.
It wasn't giving that. It's giving the divorce is still fresh. I'm a little concerned.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
You know, but the tea is, why would you go and tell her that?
Why? That was messy.
For
her to go and tell her that was very messy. I don't think that needed to be said, especially if everyone's happy, they're thriving, and they're getting along.
That pisses me off.
It really doesn't matter that she even said that, because at this point, they're doing their thing. So for you to say that, for her to say that, was just unnecessary.
This is the part that's sending me here. These girls clearly really like each other.
Yeah.
They're not all 3 of them. The 2 friends that just
exactly.
recently clicked up, they about to be the best friends.
Right.
They're truly about to be the best friends out of the 3 of y'all.
Especially because their men are besties too.
And that too. And they're already forging a bond, and they've excluded you too quickly. Yeah. That's the piece that's like, girl, what the fuck? I was just here.
Right.
I've been best friends with both of y'all for 15 years, and y'all been friends for 15 minutes, and now I'm on the out. What the fuck? That's the piece that I don't like about the other 2 girls. The out of town and the in town. The out of town and the in town.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling something.
I would feel some kind of way, and honestly, it seems like they've already made the decision for you, because she's come out here, not even hit you up. They're excluding you from the sip and see with the baby. There's really not much for you to do. Now, if you want to fight, you can, but I feel like they're already being hella fake.
Yeah, same.
And I just wouldn't be okay with that.
It would give a bow out gracefully.
Yeah.
It would give a bow out gracefully.
Which is hard. I'm just like, damn, I'm losing 2 of my fucking friends.
2 of my niggas. And I don't know if words need to be exchanged. I don't know if a group chat needs to be. Maybe y'all already probably in a group chat. But say your piece.
Yeah.
So get it off your chest, because honestly, you don't deserve what they did to you.
Right.
And you can let her know. Honestly, truly, girl, this is what I said. This is why I felt the way I felt. Ultimately, I'm happy if you're happy. Keisha, you wrong as fuck, but
right.
Okay, I'm gonna let you have it. Go off, girl.
Right.
I'm here if y'all want to have a real mature adult conversation.
Right.
Otherwise, y'all got my number. When you ready to talk, then we'll talk.
Yeah.
And you gonna have to take the L. You gonna have to put it on your back and carry it out. It's giving on shoulder.
Bruh, I feel
you didn't even see the baby. The baby grandmama's the baby. The other best friend probably the grandmama.
The godmama.
Now that would just make me fall on the sword. Bitch, you did what? She's now the godmother. It's giving fight. It's giving square up, hoe.
And you know what? That's another thing. Maybe this is me and my possessive ways. I am an advocate for all of us being friends. If I introduce people, I want there to be harmony. I want us to get along. I want us to love each other. But bitch, to steal, you doing too much. You're doing too much.
But that is a risk that you end up taking. That is a risk that you end up taking. Honestly, truly. That's a risk that you end up taking. That people are going to be more compatible.
I get it, but I feel like there's a way to do it with respect at the forefront.
There is a way to do it with respect at the forefront. It might just look like we talk more often. We hang out more often. But to do the full exclusion is tacky.
And it's tacky. And the way you're excluding, listen. Me and Kayla are best friends. And me and Germany are best friends. They be talking about Power because I don't watch Power.
Yeah, we do.
And we're all friends together, but obviously you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The thing is, act like you have some fucking
respect.
sense.
No, act like you have some respect for the dog who brought you in. Because I'll take you out. I will take you out. And just let me know, we're getting really close. I'm really liking this girl.
What?
That would be fair.
Right.
Like, girl, come on. Say, I really like her. I'm getting close with her.
Yeah.
Like,
but
wow.
don't exclude me.
Yeah.
That's the part that's sickening. Why do I have to be excluded? You guys can be close. You can really like her. But
how would you feel? How would you truly feel?
I would feel so hurt.
Not even if the exclusion occurred. So say we've been best friends and then all of a sudden Kayla and I just like start talking all the time. We completely hit it off and
then leave me out.
Not like hit it out, but we just grew closer than maybe you and I did. Then distance occurred. She's not feeling good.
No, I would not. I'd be like, the fuck? Because y'all both close and both y'all distant from me. Now who do I have? Who can I run to fill this empty space with laughter?
Who can I run to when I need love? I can't even something up because I'm laughing. Who can I run to?
Y'all gotta come up off that. Don't leave me in the dark. The fuck?
Listen.
No, I'm not here for that. I'm not even gonna act like I'm here for it. No.
I'm cool if we gotta all be close, nigga. Don't hang out without me.
Group chat us.
Group chat us and ain't nobody. You bitch, you went to dinner. Y'all went to dinner. It's giving no. Do it on my time. Do it when I'm free. If I'm the main link, I need to be there.
Yeah.
I truly need to be there. I truly do. What in the fuck? I don't like that.
Yeah.
So yes.
But we're possessive girls.
We are. We truly are.
Well, I'm kind of sad that this has come to an end. Cue the Boys to Men.
Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. Ooh, you belong to me. Ooh, I belong to you, girl.
So we have come to the end of the road with this series, but we are just getting started, really. Again, we have our live shows, Unlocking Sisterhood. We have the retreat, Unlocking Sisterhood. It's going to be big vibes.
Yeah.
We want you here. If you've enjoyed this series, you're really going to enjoy the in real life experience.
Yeah, come out. Meet a homegirl. Meet your homegirls. Okay? We want to meet y'all.
We do. And we want you to meet like-minded women.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have the same vibe in real life, so we're waiting on you.
And we've been hearing the streets want to see us at IRL. So don't be crickets when we really get into the streets.
And I hate that. Okay, it's giving curfew.
I hate a all bark and no. What is it?
Bite?
No bite.
Yeah.
I hate all bark and no bite.
Yeah, we need our girls
so
with a bite.
So what Carisha say? What JT say?
She was like, "Why would you bark?" She was like, "You ain't the big dogs. You ain't the city girls." Okay, girls, show up with your bites. We want to see you. Love you so much.
We love y'all. We'll see you next week.
Bye. Bye.